Hey everybody, what's going on? Just gonna do a quick vinyl update video. It's been a little while and I've done a bit of shopping recently, so figured I'd show you all what I have. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Um, it's a little loud in here, it's raining and I've got my music on, so hopefully you can hear me. I'm gonna try to talk just a little bit louder than normal too, maybe that'll help. But anyways, yeah, so I've been doing a little bit of shopping lately. I got a lot of cool things, in my opinion at least. A few that I'd been looking for and looking to pick up, and then I finally got around to picking up, so let's get into it. Alright. In the background, we have Ozark Mountain Daredevils playing. Let's just get right into it. So, I believe this album is just, yeah. This is Layla by Derek and the Dominoes, featuring Eric Clapton, obviously. And it's really good. I haven't listened to all of it yet. I haven't gotten around to the second LP because it's a 2 LP set, but what I've heard so far has been excellent. This is one of the albums, if you're a Clapton fan, in my opinion, that you need to have. But Derek and Dominoes, Layla. It's a really cool looking album too. The artwork on there is really cool. So this first one. Next one. Been getting a lot of this artist lately just because I like this artist. I've been on a kick. Neil Young, Hawks and Doves. I haven't given this a complete listen yet either, but I'm looking forward to getting around to it. I put it on for a little bit, but then I got caught up and had to do something else, so I didn't get to listen to it all the way through. But Neil Young, Hawks and Doves. A lot of these actually came from a local store that's maybe like 5 minutes down the road from me that I just happened to go into because it's a used CD store. So I took a chance and they've got vinyl there. And it's pretty decent. I've picked up some really good things. Like some of these in this video are from there. Well, actually, the majority of these are. But they're pretty cool. They give you a little punch card too, so if you spend enough money, you get something for free. So it's pretty cool. And they always got vinyl playing when you go in, so it's a win-win, really. And then I have Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. So far, this is a really good album here too. I actually had 2 copies of this at the store, and one of them was cheaper. This one was more expensive, so I splurged and I got this one. But I checked out the record. The record seemed to be a little bit better quality, so I'm assuming that this might be just either like a newer reissue or an original pressing. But it's really, really good. I love Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Crosby, Stills, Nash, Neil Young. I mean, they're all very good. So, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, so far. And this is another one that I haven't gotten around to listening to yet. It's just, I guess this is just Neil Young self-titled. I haven't gotten around to listening to this yet. I've seen a lot of other people's videos, so I wanted to pick it up. It's Neil Young, and like I said, I've been listening to a lot of Neil Young lately, so gotta set aside some time to listen to that one. Okay, the next artist, I've gotten a few of his recently, and it's Frank Sinatra, and this is Softly As I Leave You. The reason I've been into getting Frank Sinatra lately is because of Bob Dylan's album that he just released with all the Sinatra covers, which I picked up on vinyl. I don't know if I showed you guys that, but I really, really love that album. Uh, it takes I don't want to say it takes a special ear because I feel like a lot of people can appreciate it, but Dylan's voice on Sinatra songs is definitely, I would have to say, an acquired taste, because it's just so different. You hear the melodies and they're Sinatra, but then all of a sudden you hear hear Bob Dylan singing, and it's a bit of a shock at first, but it's something that you can really appreciate. I think Dylan did a wonderful job on it. It's like haunting and it's really good. But yeah, I really have enjoyed that album. I've listened to that a few times. And speaking of Bob Dylan, I've got a couple pieces of his work, and I've yet to listen to either of these yet, but I'm sure I've heard of some of them. I've probably heard all the songs on them because I've heard just about everything Dylan has put out. But Bob Dylan, New Morning. Stumbled upon these last two at the same place actually, so that was cool. And this one is Nashville Skyline by Bob Dylan. I've been seeing this one around on a lot of videos, and I've been wanting to get it because it's one of his really good albums in my opinion. All of his albums are good albums to me, but that's just me. I'm a huge Bob Dylan fan. But yeah. So this next one, story behind this one, I guess you could say. I saw this band play a free show last summer, and I saw them again at a paid show. It was them and a bunch of other bands. And I had first discovered them just on our local alternative radio station because they are on top of new good music. It's amazing. Like there's so much, they play so much more stuff than a lot of other people do. But it's a band. It's called Mr. Wives, and the album is Our Own House. And if you haven't really listened to this band yet, I would suggest at least checking them out, giving them a listen. Just find some of their stuff and listen to it because, in my opinion, they're very good. They've got a unique sound. It's almost like ska pop because they do have some like big band elements. Like they've got some brass sections, and some of their songs have that kind of stuff. But they've got a girl lead singer, and her voice is super unique, and it's awesome. And their live shows are fantastic. So if you ever get a chance to go see a live show of theirs, do it because they have so much energy and they just put on a very good show. And I had an unexpected surprise when I got this record. This whole album in a whole is fantastic, by the way, because it's on green vinyl. And I freaked out because it's my first piece of colored vinyl, and it was an accident. I didn't know that it was actually colored vinyl, so that was very exciting. But yes, Mr. Wives, check them out. Very good band. It'll be worth your time and effort. Next one was a record store release, a record store day release. I don't know when, but it is Bruce Springsteen's American Beauty, and it is really good. I listened to this right after I got it because Bruce Springsteen is one of my favorite artists of all time. Mary Mary, so good. One of my other friends who's a big Bruce Springsteen fan, I asked him about it. He hadn't heard it yet, so I got to tell him about that. So, Bruce Springsteen, American Dream. If anyone knows which record store day this came out, let me know, because I'm not 100% sure, and I haven't really researched it at all. Next one is a newer one that I'd wanted to get for a while because I knew they had put this album out, and yeah, I just really wanted to hear it because I thought it was, well, I like this band a whole lot. This is Foo Fighters' Sonic Highways. and it's a gatefold. And the story behind this album is actually really cool because they recorded each song in a different city. So they traveled around the country and they went to different recording studios and recorded each song. Which, if you're watching my video and you're into music, I'm assuming you probably have heard this before. But and they did like an HBO or a Showtime special on it and everything too. And I actually picked this up tonight and I listened to it because I hadn't listened to it all the way through yet before. I'd heard some of the songs off of there, but the very last song on side B, song 4, I Am a River, fantastic song. The album as a whole is a little bit different for Foo Fighters, but I liked it. I liked it a whole lot. So I recommend it. Foo Fighters, Sonic Highways. And then another album that I wanted to get because I love this artist and he's super, super innovative in everything he does and the record and the music industry is Jack White, Lazaretto. And if you don't have this album, I recommend you go out and get it as fast as you can because, for one, the music is amazing. The record itself is amazing because there's a hologram thing. You hold a light above the record while it's spinning, and there's a little hologram that appears on there. I won't tell you what it is because I don't want to ruin it for you. But it spins, and then there's a little hologram that shows up above it. And side A actually plays from the inside out. And I know some of you have probably heard this before, but if you haven't, it's awesome and you should check it out because it's so cool and the music is so good. I love Jack White. Super good stuff. And then the coup de grace of this video, if you will, probably one of my favorite bands right now. Well, not just right now, but just in general. Newest album of theirs, Mumford & Sons, Wilder Mind. They've laid aside all the banjos and acoustic things of the past 2 albums, and they've gone electric, as Bob Dylan did. And first listen, I was not exactly thrilled with it. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get this album immediately when it came out because I wanted to get it on vinyl and I wanted to listen to it on vinyl before I listened to anything else. I didn't want to go online and listen to the album. I wanted to have my moment, sit down with the album, and listen to it here on my stereo. So I waited, and I had heard a couple of songs because they played them on the radio. I had heard Believe and I had heard The Wolf. I heard Believe and I was like, ugh. But The Wolf, it's just classic Mumford & Sons. You hear it and it doesn't sound like them, but you know it's them because, I don't know, it's weird. I sound stupid, but if you know Mumford & Sons, you know what I mean. Because it's the same music, it's just different instruments, really. And that's why this album has grown on me so much. I've listened to it a few times over now. It came with an MP3 download, so I got that and I put it on my phone. I'm gonna listen to it while I drive around and at work and everything like that. So just listening to it then, I love it. I love it. I didn't think I was gonna love it, but I do, and it is very, very good. There are some songs on here that are just, well, I mean, every song to me, really, like, yeah, I was trying to tell someone, like, oh, this song, and then, oh, wait, but this song's really good, too. Oh, but then this song's really good. But just, if you haven't heard it yet, go get it, listen to it a few times. It's going to take you a few times, I think, especially if you're used to the old regular Mumford & Sons, but it's definitely the biggest one for me out of all of these because I'd been waiting for this, and when I finally got to sit down with it and listen to it, it was just everything coming to a fruition. But yeah, Very, very good album. I recommend it. And if you ever get the opportunity to go see them live, do it. I had the opportunity. I was going to get to see them, but that was when, what's his name? Ben is their bass player, I think is what his name was. And he had the brain aneurysm, so they had to cancel the tour. So, or like a blood clot in his brain. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's something super serious. They canceled the tour, rescheduled, and the day they rescheduled on, I wasn't able to make the show. So yeah, sad day for me. But soon enough, I'll be getting back to one of their concerts anytime they come close again. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Before I go, I wanted to swing a little quick idea by everybody. Well, everybody, I don't know who is watching my videos now. I know it's not a lot of people, but if you are, I'd like your feedback. I've got an idea for a little weekly show type thing. And it can be a spin-off of a bunch of different artists, but my first thought was a segment called Beers with Bob. And essentially what I do is I'll sit down with a Bob Dylan album on, review the album whilst drinking a beer that I believe that artist or that band would enjoy, and reviewing the beer. So essentially I'm drinking and I'm listening to music, which is pretty much my life. So if you think that would be a good idea and you'd like to give feedback or input on what kind of stuff I could do to improve upon that idea, or just if you're like, it's a bad idea, don't do it, let me know what you think. But if I get some positive feedback, or if I don't and I just want to say to hell with it, let's do it, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to drink and I'm going to listen to music. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to keep uploading videos for you guys. See ya.